Welcome back to our channel, B&B for Phone. Today is a beautiful sun-drenched day here in the world of soap opera drama, and we have an absolutely explosive topic to dive into. If you thought the tension in Los Angeles was already at a boiling point, you better buckle up. We are looking at a storyline that could completely shatter the foundation of everything we know. We need to talk about the patriarch himself, Eric Forrester, and a massive, impending disaster that could change the landscape of Forrester Creations forever. Rumors are swirling that Eric is about to face a monumental shock, one so severe that it could trigger a devastating health crisis. Are we about to witness the tragic fall of a fashion god? Let's break down exactly what is happening with Eric's highly anticipated Haute Couture collection and why this might be the darkest chapter in the history of the bold and the beautiful. Let's be honest, we have all been watching Eric pour his absolute heart and soul into this new high fashion collection. For months, the narrative has been building around this being his ultimate masterpiece, his grand statement to the world that he is still the undisputed king of the runway. But here is the heartbreaking reality that no one at Forrester Creations wants to admit. This collection might not just fail to make a splash, it could bomb in the most spectacular and humiliating way imaginable. We are talking about a catastrophic failure that could plunge Forrester Creations into an inescapable abyss of financial debt. And you won't believe who is currently losing his mind trying to stop this runaway train. Carter Walton, our beloved COO, has been practically begging Ridge and Eric to look at the numbers. Carter explicitly warned them both that this upcoming Haute Couture line is officially the most expensive collection in the entire history of Forrester Creations. The deficit spending is completely out of control. Carter is already carrying the immense emotional weight of Daphne's heartbreaking infertility fears behind closed doors, and now he is being forced to watch the company he helps run march directly toward a financial cliff. I absolutely hate seeing Carter ignored like this. He is the only one thinking clearly, but his warnings are falling on completely deaf ears. Ridge's reaction to Carter's desperate warnings is honestly infuriating. Can you believe Ridge actually looked Carter in the eye and said that you cannot put a price on expressing Eric's genius? What absolute nonsense! Yes, Ridge, you absolutely can put a price on it, and that price might just be the bankruptcy of your family's entire legacy. Ridge is spending money like water, completely blinded by his emotional desire to humor his father. But let's dig deeper into Ridge's psychology here. Why is he being so incredibly reckless? I genuinely believe Ridge is profoundly distracted right now, and his judgment is completely compromised. Think about what is happening behind the scenes. Brooke just made a highly seductive, incredibly manipulative offer to Ridge to replace Steffi as co-CEO of the company. Ridge is caught in this massive, intoxicating power struggle between the woman he loves and his own daughter. He is so busy entertaining Brooke's ruthless corporate power grab that he is completely ignoring the catastrophic financial hemorrhage happening right under his nose in the design room. Ridge's arrogance is going to cost them everything, but what happens when the lights go down, the runway clears, and the reviews come pouring in? The suspense is killing me. I predict that Eric's collection is going to face brutal, relentless criticism. The fashion world is notoriously unforgiving, and tastes change in the blink of an eye. If the buyers do not bite and the inventory does not sell, this will be an epic financial disaster. The slow-paced plot we have been watching of Eric sketching late into the night is about to violently collide with the harsh reality of modern business. Imagine the sheer, crushing weight of that realization hitting Eric Forrester. This is a proud, brilliant man who built an empire from the ground up with nothing but a sketch pad and a dream. To stand there, expecting thunderous applause and universal adoration, only to be met with polite, pitying silence or vicious media takedowns. It would absolutely destroy him. The psychological toll of realizing that his masterpiece is the very thing that bankrupted his family would be unbearable. This brings us to the most terrifying plot twist of all. The stress and the profound humiliation of this failure could easily trigger a massive health crisis for Eric. We are talking about a total physical collapse, potentially a severe stroke or a massive heart attack. Eric is not a young man anymore, and the sheer panic of seeing Forrester Creations drown in debt because of his own ego could literally break his heart. I am terrified for him, but as a fan of high-stakes drama, this is exactly the kind of emotional storytelling that keeps us glued to our screens. And we have to talk about how this impending doom connects to the rest of the canvas. Think about Steffi. Steffi is already completely overwhelmed dealing with Ivy's toxic manipulation, Elektra's threats to quit, and the physical brawls breaking out between Will and RJ in the office. Steffi is holding the company together by a thread. What on earth is she going to do when she finds out that her father blindly funded a bankrupting project, her grandfather is fighting for his life in a hospital bed, and her stepmother Brooke is actively plotting to steal her CEO chair? Steffi is going to absolutely explode, and I am entirely here for that level of drama. This potential bankruptcy also perfectly validates Liam Spencer's current obsession. Liam has been relentlessly pressuring Hope to jump ship and leave Forrester Creations to work for Katie Logan's new fashion house. Hope has stubbornly refused, insisting she needs to stay and fight for Hope for the future, while pushing Brooke to take Steffi's job. But if Eric's failure drains every single dollar from the Forrester accounts, Hope for the future will be dead in the water anyway. There will be no money left to fund Hope's line. Liam is going to look like an absolute prophet. He will use this financial ruin as the ultimate weapon to drag Hope away from the sinking Forrester ship and into the safety of the Logan Empire. Speaking of the Logans, this situation is going to pour pure gasoline on the raging fire between Katie and Brooke. Donna is already terrified that Katie poaching Hope will start a massive family feud. But if Forrester Creations goes under, Katie's decision to start her own independent fashion house right now will make her look like a brilliant, visionary successor character in the fashion world. Katie will have the money, the momentum, and potentially the top talent if the Forrester designers have to flee a bankrupt company. The power dynamic in Los Angeles is about to flip completely upside down. Could we even see a scenario where Spencer Publications has to swoop in and buy Forrester Creations out of debt? Imagine the absolute agony of Ridge and Steffi having to answer to Bill Spencer just to keep the lights on in the building. The internal logic of the show points directly to a massive corporate takeover if this debt is as bad as Carter predicts. We are looking at a storyline that has everything: hubris, financial ruin, family betrayal, and a heartbreaking medical emergency for a beloved legacy character. Eric's desire to prove his enduring genius might just be the exact weapon that destroys the world he created. I cannot wait to see how this all unfolds, and I know you all feel the exact same way. What do you guys think? Will Eric's collection be the fatal blow to Forrester Creations? Will Ridge ever take responsibility for ignoring Carter's desperate warnings? And most importantly, can Eric survive the devastating heartbreak of a public failure? Sound off in the comments below, because we read every single one of them. Thank you so much for tuning in to B&B for Phone. Make sure you hit that subscribe button so you never miss an update on all the juicy Los Angeles drama.
What do you guys think about today's drama? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Don't forget to like and subscribe for your daily dose of bold and beautiful news. See you in the next video.